Hey, what is going on, guys? So today I'll give you guys a quick update on my Ultra Athlete deck. I have made a lot of changes to it since the last profile I gave you guys the other day. I did get to test it out my locals today and actually got second place and performed very, very well. Actually did get me a win against Necros, which I was very, very happy about. So without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. Starting off with the Ultra Athlete monsters, we have the triple UA midfielder to of course have that opening play with midfielder and stadium. The two Mighty Slugger, which of course is the Armatis for the deck. Two Perfect Ace, which is your Herald of Perfection. The two Rabble Rebounder, which allows you to special summon another UA from hand or graveyard when he's normal summoned or special summoned on the opponent's turn. And then for the final UA monsters, we have the one Dunker, which pierces and then can pop a card when he inflicts battle damage. And then the one Blockbacker, which is lose one turn on legs, and he was very, very clutch for me today against Necros. And then a new monster I'm playing in the main deck is the free Heroic Challenger Assault Halberd. He's very, very good because you can special summon him with the Cyber Dragon effect if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters. So along with Sign Deal, that's just another way for you to be able to get two monsters on board, which is really what the deck needs to be able to do, is to get multiple monsters on board as much as possible. It makes your rank 4 plays a lot easier, and also makes it to where you're going a lot less minus to go on those plays, because for my actual tournament today, I played without the Halberds, and I only went to my rank 4 play once, and I had to use two midfielders for it, which was really a sign that I was in a desperate situation that I even needed to do that in the first place. Well, with the Halberd plus midfielder, you're not really sacrificing too much to do that. And then the fact that he pierces, and then when he inflicts battle damage, you can search out another copy of himself, is really, really good. Just spins out the deck even more and just gives you more resources to use. And you can even use him as tribute fodder as well if you're going second. Just tribute him off to normal summon your a UA monster. So overall, Assault Halberd's really good. It also made it to where I could play a third Rhoda, which added some consistency with getting my midfielder as well. And then for the final monsters, I run the two Effect Veiler and two Max C for hand traps. Max C, I had played at the tourney today, and it was also in my last profile, but I did add in the Veilers, taking out the Fiendish Chains. Biggest reason for that is because I like having another hand trap in the main deck that I can actually draw off of Max C that I can use on my opponent's turn to stun their plays. It's really good to have an Effect Veiler in hand plus the Perfect Ace on board just to be able to negate two effects. It can be pretty powerful, and it does, with it being a tuner, give you access to some synchro plays if you do need to use it. So I do really like the two Veiler and two Max C. Just overall, it's just a really, really good main deck choice, I feel like, for this meta and this format. So that is it for the monsters, total of 18. Now on the spells. So starting off, we of course have the free Signing Deal, pretty standard. The free UA Stadium, because you need to search for your deck to get those key UA monsters that you need, and get those combo pieces. The two UA Power Jersey for OTKs. And then, as I said, I did bump up Rhoda to free since I now have 6 targets with the free midfielder and the free Halberd. And I cut Terraforming down to 1, again, just because I added in the third Rhoda. And I did find that a lot of times I'd be drawing into 1 or 2 stadiums in my opening hands, and it made the 2 Terraforming pretty dead. So I cut it down to 1 because it's a card that I can see pretty easily, and it's not a card I absolutely have to see to be able to win, but it still is important enough to be able to play the 1 Terraforming to search it out. Then I do play the free MST in the main still because I want to be able to deal with those annoying back row and floodgates as well. And then for the final spell, I play the 2 Monarch Stormforth still to combo off of my high level guys and be able to tribute an annoying monster on my opponent's side of the board to be able to normal summon them. So that was it for the spells. That's a total of 17. Now for the final 5 traps. So starting off, we have the free UA penalty box. I was previously playing this at 2, but it is a card you really need at 3 because you like having 1 in your hand to be able to ditch with Perfect Ace's effect. And it just is really good as a battle trap on the field. Being able to banish your opponent's monster that a UA monster battles with for two turns is really, really powerful, and can get around a lot of annoying things as well. It actually is a Jin lock out for the deck if your opponent doesn't have the Valkyries to stop your attack. So penalty box is really useful for that use as well. And then for the final trap, I main decked the 2 Royal Decree. Now this is something that you may not want to do if you're going to a bigger event for this format, like a regional or a state event with this deck. But this is really good for smaller events like locals or ARGs, where you know that you're not going to see as many Necrons, and you're going to see more decks like, back row heavy decks like Burning Abyss, Tower Knights, Spiritual Beast, Yosenju, things like that. And the Kree is really good for that, and can really just ensure that you're able to get off your OTKs with ease. So that is it for the main deck, total of 40 cards. Now on to the side deck. So starting off for the monsters, we have the double Artifact Lancia. I just found in my Spiritual Beast matchup today that the 2 Imperial Iron Wall on the side wasn't really enough to stop them, so I wanted to put in the Lancia as well, because it's good against them, good against Infernoids, and good against Necros as well. The 2 Flying Sea, again good against Burning Abyss and Tellers. The 2 Forbidden Lance, I just wanted to have another good card to deal with back row, and Lance is really good because you can deal with the cards that are chainable, that would normally get your UAs off the board, and then you can just bounce them back to special one of your other UAs, so that the attack that you're losing off of Lance doesn't really affect you. So that's why I do run the 2 Lance in the side to deal with those that problematic back row. And then for the other spells, we have the 1 Book of Moon and the 1 Regeki, just for those matchups where you really need to have the removal with Regeki, and then being able to flip your opponent's monster face down with Book of Moon. It's good to side against Necros if you really need the extra Jin lockouts. Then I do run the Free Mind Crush for the Search Heavy decks, the 2 Iron Wall for the same reason as Lancia, and then the 2 Shadow Mirror for Burning Abyss and Stalls. And then to wrap it up with the extra deck, this is something I changed up a lot too. I changed it to where instead of running some of the rank 5s and rank 6s that I was running, I made all the XDs rank 4s, because what I found, especially now with the Halberd engine, is I'll go into the rank 4s obviously a lot more since I have 6 level 4s. And now, granted, I do have 4 level 5 monsters to go into rank 5s, but the 4 monsters are 2 Ace and 2 Slugger, and they're really just too powerful and too important for the deck for me to really realistically want to use them as Xyz materials, honestly. So that's why I didn't include any 5s, and then I only have 2 6s and 2 7s in the deck, so it's not really worth playing any of those rank Xyz either. And I did include 2 Synchros as well, since I do play the 2 main deck Veiler. So starting off with the Xyz, we have Abyss Dweller, Castel, Dagusto Emerald, Exiton, Cowboy, Gem Knight Pearl, Excalibur, Lavalval Chain, 101, Ragnazero, Heartland Draco, and then the combo of Ptolemaeus and Diamond. And then the 2 Synchros are 2 level 5 Synchros, since again, I don't really want to use my level 5s for Synchroing, and then the 6s or 7s are pretty scarce in the deck anyway. So the 2 5s I have are the 1 Ally of Justice Taster and the 1 Armades. So that is it for the deck profile, guys. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. Like the video if you did, and let me know what you think about the deck in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about these changes, and if you think that this actually does make the deck better compared to the previous profile that I gave you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching as always. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.